Let's go, yeah? So, first of all, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Leni. I'm from Hong Kong.
Okay. And let's go. Why Dublin?
I'm coming here for traveling. I think Dublin is a big city. It's got a lot of culture, and I'm interested to see more about it.
Okay. So before we started talking about Hong Kong,
Yeah.
can you please tell us a bit more about Hong Kong? How was Hong Kong back then and how is Hong Kong nowadays? What are the differences, let's say, on the collective level and then individual levels, let's say?
Okay, so I'm still young, so I can talk about Hong Kong like for a few years ago. So I say Hong Kong a few years ago compared to now is actually more free in the past because we could, for example, if we are something like we are not satisfied with the government, we could like apply for a protest and like express our voices. But right now, I feel it's like kind of hard to do so because it's like for me myself, I feel like there's an oppressing force on myself, so I'm scared to speak a lot of things that I want to speak. And I think on a collective level as well, it's the same for a lot of people at least.
Okay. So you cannot speak like what? What you are not allowed to say?
It's like, for example, like political stuff. Especially, it's like, for example, there was a great fire that happened in Hong Kong. Like, it just happened like half year ago, and it killed, and there was like 168 people that died in the fire, and the fire was due to like government mismanagement and there was corruption and stuff. But we want to investigate. We want the government to do something to investigate, but the government doesn't seem willing. We want to say it. The government arrests people that are trying to make demands for it, and this is one of the examples. Yeah.
So the government in Hong Kong is now controlled by China?
I say the government is appointed by China. Is since the 1997 handover. The government in Hong Kong is appointed by Chinese officials from Beijing, and so they have a grip on us. But it's like in the past, they have a policy that's like they can't change it. They can't change freedom for like 50 years. But it's like for the recent years, they're getting more and more stringent on what we can express, and yeah.
Okay, so the main difference that you see at the collective level is the fact that people cannot express themselves. What else do you see now different in Hong Kong than before China took over?
It's like before the government became so stringent, they made the new law called a national security law, and what it does is that it's kind of fake, so you don't know when you are stepping on it. But once you do something that the government isn't very satisfied with, they could charge you with one of the laws from the national security law and arrest people, and it makes people scared, and people aren't that willing to talk about like themselves, what they want, compared to a few years before when we still had protesters in Hong Kong in 2019.
Do you see now less and less protests than in the past?
Now it's like in Hong Kong, if we want to do a protest, we need to apply first. In the past, the police they usually they approve the application, but for now they never approve applications. We haven't seen any protests almost for like 6 years since the start of the national security law, and I think that undermines the freedom of us to express our demands and to speak.
Okay, so what other differences do you see at the street level, let's say, since China took over?
At the street level, I say for these few years, I think they are removing a lot of. I think they're trying to remove a lot of things from the colonial area. They are. How do I say? There's more and more Chinese companies that are taking over local business shops, and yeah, that's mainly it. And they are trying to remove some of the iconic things. For example, the neon lights in Hong Kong, they are trying to remove most of it, and yeah.
Okay. Now, what about individual level? What about how do you see all these changes, and what are your hopes for the future?
My whole future would be that I have more freedom to speak. I want to say what I want to do. What I say I want. I want to do what I want. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so when it comes to all these things, do you think is there any hope that Hong Kong will become again free, or how do you see
I
the
don't
future?
think so because it's like I think we are basically in a trap. It's like the Chinese government they're controlling Hong Kong. We it's like they don't want us to speak, and I think with I think they will come out with more laws, which is happening right now. They're making new laws about it, and it is deterring people to speak or express themselves even more. And I don't think it will turn good for Hong Kong. It might just become a common Chinese city in the future. Yeah.
Okay, what about yourself? What is your ikigai, your purpose in life?
My purpose in life is, how should I say it? My purpose in life is just chill, just be myself, just do the things I want, while I need to maintain my own responsibility. I need to balance myself so it's possible for me, myself, my family, my friends, like this.
What do you like the most? What is your greatest passion?
For my greatest passion, I think is I have a lot of passions. One of my main passion is biology. I study biology. I like animals. I like wildlife. Yeah, that's basically it.
And what do you plan to do in the future with this?
For the future, maybe I'll work in like firms that are specialized in like DNA or something. Yeah.
Is there a movie that you like a lot which inspired you? A movie or something?
For movie, I think I like anime. So there's one anime that makes me think about myself, think about my future. So it's called Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's kind of famous. It makes people reflect on themselves, reflect on their choices, reflect on future.
Okay, perfect. And now, lastly, a message for people in Hong Kong, those who live abroad. What will be your message for all those who are going to watch this and have hopes for maybe a better future when it comes to Hong Kong?
I say I'm still quite pessimistic about this. So I say it's just be strong. 香港人加油.
Okay. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.